What's up guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's that Tutor guy signing back with another video again. As you guys can see by the boxes that we've got here, we're going to be doing an unboxing and installing the new accessories that came in for the M2. As you can see by this long box here, it's something long, and I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you guess handlebars, you were indeed right. So if you watch my videos, you've heard me say that these are a bit too narrow for my liking. The ones on the Hawk were wider than this, I believe 720 millimeters, and these might be 680 maybe, something like that. So we've got this and a bunch of other accessories that we're gonna unbox right now. So thank you so much for 1,200 subscribers that we just reached last night as I was sleeping. Thank you guys so much for that, and we're still aiming for 1,500 by the end of the year. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, so that it pushes my videos out for more people to see and stuff like that. So let's start with the handlebars first, since that was one of the most anticipated things. I do not have a dedicated unboxing knife, so we're just gonna use the kitchen knives for now. As long as it gets the job done, right? Bro, the box was so lightweight, it felt like there was nothing in this. Let's see if this is any longer. It is definitely longer. This one has 35 millimeter rise. It's longer by just, check this out, just a tiny bit on each end, but it should make a difference in the writing. Maybe 35 millimeter rise was too much, or it might actually be the same as what we've got running right now. Let's get this out of the plastic. Here it is, guys. There's some numbering on it. Oh, it says it's 700. I thought I ordered 720. Here it is for comparison. It even tells you like the millimeters right there on the edges. So this might actually be 720 because peep, so this is 700 and there's a line on top, so that might be 20 or 710, not sure. But yeah, so these are the handlebars, very lightweight. Let's open up the other stuff. Get rid of this first. Big one first. All right, and these right here are the covers for the nuts here. There was a QR code, but it's already banged up, so it doesn't matter if we rip it, right? Since it was already banged up. Man, these are gonna make the scooter look so sick. Not really too sure on how to install these. Very lightweight. Let's see, do they just, oh. Nope, they don't just screw in like that. It looks like I might have to do something. I don't know how these work exactly. Do these fit in the front like that? Nope. How am I supposed to install these? I have no idea. But shout out to Majestic Cog on Reddit. He's one of the first people to have ever gotten this scooter and kept us updated and stuff, and he's the one who got all the accessories. And I asked him like for the links and ordered these after. Let's open this up. Heck yeah, these are the hand protectors. This color is sick. He had already gotten one. Oh, these are plastic. I mean, better than nothing. I was expecting metal, I'm not gonna lie. The black and orange one, I'm really digging those, I ain't gonna lie. He had gotten orange and the black ones, like the whole thing was orange, and then the little dots inside were black, and he didn't like it and got this one, and he was showing me yesterday. And now I got these ones as well, so this is gonna look sick, the final result. All right, put these to the side. And then right here we've got the grips for the scooter. We've got a long grip and a short one, since we've got the half twist throttle on the scooter. All right, so this is what they're looking like. Cool. These are way longer than the stock grips. Already you can tell more real estate for my palms to rest, so that's good. Let's see this one. Even the short piece is longer than the stock one. Cool. So we've got the grips as well. And then right here is a phone holder. Why is it so flat? How the heck? Bro, this is the first time I've ever held a phone holder in such a box. It's so flat, bro. Like, you guys don't understand. Look, when I say it's flat, bro. What? I'm not quite sure how to unbox this. Let me see how this works. What the heck? This is what? I can't speak. Sophisticated as hell, I ain't gonna lie. There's a manual somewhere. Ooh, I think I accidentally ripped it as I was opening it. It's in Chinese. There's no English. Okay, never mind. There's Chinese and English, I bet. So phone holder here. Hope everything works as intended. Let's take off the plastic though. Satisfying. Yup, we managed to get a satisfying peel out of this. I still did not peel off the plastic on the scooter, I'm not gonna lie. So bam, this is in place now. Okay, so it's one of them sliding ones. Can these expand? No way, right? No way these don't expand. I have a big phone. This is an S22 Ultra. Surprisingly, it fits very comfortable, and it's flat too, so that's good. We're gonna install the rest later on. Let's unbox the remainder. Amazon Basics. Oh, that's an SD card. I'm gonna use this for my car. 256 gig SD card. Let's take off these right here. And then lastly, we've got this here. Where's my knife? Okay. What are those? What are those? Oh yeah, these are the covers for these here, the end covers for these to protect it from the falls. The scooter already fell one time, two times actually. Once you guys saw this in one of my videos, and then it tiptoed on my wall as well and left some damage on there. So this is gonna be very helpful in keeping the scooter very protected. Just give me a second here. I'm just gonna take a picture of everything on the ground for the thumbnail. So bam, take this out of the box, plastic I mean. Bam, bam. I should take this out of the plastic as well. Bam, bam, bam. All right. Bam. The phone holder thing. Bam. The nuts. Bam. I'll put them that way. And then the handlebar. Bam. All right, what do we think, guys? This is everything I've gathered for the scooter. So in order, we've got the, what's it called, phone holder, the covers for these right here, and covers for the handlebar, short and long grips, hand protectors, and a new handlebar. I believe that's it for now. So let me just take the thumbnail pic and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, we are back, and before we do anything, before any of this stuff, the first thing we need to do is remove these handlebars, which is easy, but I heard these are like super hard to remove. Let's see. There's some movement and this part here, but this, the front just refuses to budge, bro. There's some movement here, but the top there, whew, I don't know what kind of like stuff they use for this. It's hard, bro. And oh, hold on, low key, if I can't get this off, I've got scissors. I could just use my scissor to take it out. Let's see this side though, if it's any easier. This one's stuck like glue. Dog. Let's loosen the, forgot, the throttle first. Yo, I can't see nothing. The lighting here is pretty bad. I'll increase the brightness in the video before I export so you guys can see better. All right, it's loosened up to the point where if I untighten it some more, the screw might fall out, as you guys can see. But this part still remains rock solid, bro. All right, let me pause the video. I'll be right back. Yo, chat, so we're back. As you can see, the scooter looks minuscule right now because I lowered the thing like all the way down, and I've tried to twist this up. It took a lot of tries, and this is like the max that I've gotten it to go. And I've even used my gloves on both my hands to try and twist this off, but as you can see here, this is like the edge of the handlebar and we still have a long way to go. Never have I ever struggled this damn much in my life for some handlebars. So we've got knife. We're just gonna cut this, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Easy. Oh man. There's no glue in this. It's just so damn hard. I'm breathing so hard right now, bro. All right, let's check this bad boy out. And we still have some room there, so definitely longer than the stock ones. I'm not gonna struggle with this either. We're just gonna use the dandy old knife and cut it as well. Maybe I should. This one is not budging at all, so we're gonna cut it from this end. Let's cut from both sides so it will be easier to pull off the handlebar. I mean the grip. Yo, this is crazy, bro. These grips are so sturdy that I actually need a knife to cut this. That's insane. Right, I felt it hitting the handlebar there. It's so awkward, like the angle to cut this, because I'm being blocked by these. Oh, you know what? Let me just unscrew them so I can have more space. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Right, so this little horn here that I've used maybe like 5 times since I've got this scooter. All right, and then this right here. Loose. Carry it more upward. And then lastly, the brakes. I need a bigger one. Just taking off the handlebar alone took off so much time, bro. That's crazy. The heck? These brakes are solid, bro. Like locked in, like fully locked in, bro. All right, these are loose now as well. So now we should have more cutting room to cut this bad boy open. This is not straight at all. Let's do it this way. Low-key, you guys will not have to do all of these upgrades to the scooter, because by the end of this month, today is November 17 already, so not much longer. By the end of this month, there's gonna be a new batch with longer handlebars, not hydraulic brakes. What else? Wider steering, longer steering damper as well. LG battery, and a better rear shock, front zone shock. So the handlebar problem, I mean, it's not really a problem. It's still very much rideable with the regular size handlebar that they give you, but it's just I've grown so used to the one that's on the Hawk that I just wanna like continue feeling that again, that comfort again. See how much progress we made by just cutting it. Done. Bruh. Finally. So now all we gotta do is unscrew every single thing on here so we can finally take this off, and then we're gonna compare the size of both. Let's take off this right here. Or do I need to unscrew it more? Alright, so what I did was I took off the stuff that was on this side. Now there should be more leeway, but nope. So I'm gonna disconnect these wires here, which will allow this to have more leeway to move that way. So let's try and remember which one is which. Yellow to yellow, black to black, and this one is another black to black. Let me not confuse them. What about now? Is there more leeway? I might have to listen to the brakes as well. Are these the same? No, so you can't get it confused. Okay, I'm gonna loosen the brakes and this as well to see if we can now move them. I think after I move the brakes, I'll be able to take off the throttle. Hopefully you guys can see here, I'm not constantly checking the angle of the camera. This video is taking so long, bro, for something so simple. Alright, yep, like I said, as we're moving the brakes, we can get off the throttle. Let's go. Last thing is the control module. Well, right here. Where's the screw for this one? Got it. I'm dehydrated already, bro. Too big. How about this one? Yep. Done. All right. Now there's only 3 things to remove: the horn, the clamp, and the display. First off, the horn, easy. It was already loose, and now the display. Lastly, we're gonna take off the mount display screw at the bottom right here. Ooh, almost lost that one. It's a very long screw, so it takes a while to unscrew here. Shoot, I got it. Bam, and bam. We have now taken off the display of the scooter, and now we remove these right here. And now the last step, unscrew all of this. Man, the living room is a mess right now, bro. Luckily, my parents are not home at the moment, so they're not here to yap. But let's try to get this as quickly as possible so we can clean up after ourselves after. looks like we have to remove the bottom ones as well. Now that was the easy part. Now we not only have to redo everything as we found it, we also have to screw in some more new stuff. So we'll see how that goes. All right, all done with this. And now handlebar reveal. Bam. Now let's compare sizes. Check this out. Let me put this here for you guys so you could see, and I'm gonna take some pictures side by side. You can see this one has more rise for sure. It's definitely noticeable. And it's longer as well. Definitely longer as well. You can see it here. The size is written rise 35 millimeters and 31.8 times 720 millimeters. So let me just take a quick comparison picture, and then I'll continue on with the new stuff. That's enough. Let's continue on now. First things first, install the new handlebars. But let's see if the new grips fit though. Okay, if the grips fit, then everything else is gonna fit. So bam, do I want to keep it that way or flip it this way to hide? I think we're gonna keep it this way. Yep. And then just put 2 screws in so it stays in place. Just like that. Now we're gonna try our best to get this as centered as possible. 2 screws are not enough, so let's put in the rest. We gotta keep this as centered as possible because any little thing, any little imperfection can cause terrible results going at high speeds. So it never hurts to be careful. All right, now, so let's try and keep the scooter straight. Oh, these markers here should tell us exactly when it's straight, like around here. Start screwing it, but not fully, so we can put equal pressure on all sides. Oh, no. We made a mistake. Check this out. The handlebars are going down, pointing downwards. So we have to, oh, we don't have to unscrew it. So, okay, cool. So we can just raise it all the way to the top, like so. Yep, that's about it right here. I think one side may be longer than the other, just eyeballing it. Is this fully all the way straight? I think this is it right here. Fully straightened out. All right. I think they're about even now, so Let's screw this in fully now to secure it in place. There's no such thing as over tightening your handlebar, because like that's the only way to keep yourself safe on an electric scooter. If your handlebar shifts just a little bit while you're on a high speed ride, God knows what the consequences might be, bro. So bam, we've got this on. And now let's put on the display and then we can go from there. So let's see if the display can fit without the adapter. Yeah, nah, we're definitely gonna need the adapter thingy. Uh-oh. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. The display is not fitting. Did I buy new sets of handlebars, bro? I mean wrong, because look, it's like crooked. Or maybe I did something wrong. Hold on. And let me put on the adapters first. The spacers, I mean, adapters, whatever you want to call them, right? Bam, bam. And then the display on top. Camera is dying already. I've been recording for so long. Alright, one side is definitely longer than the other, this one right here, so we gotta shift it some more to the right. 1 second. It's really hard just eyeballing it to see which side is the longer one. Alright. Oh my gosh. Right around here, is it? %14 on the camera. Okay, so yeah, low-key, I think this might be it right here. Let's screw them in. Okay, it looks to be screwed in the middle now, and then we're gonna put in the rest of the accessories. But first, let's change the battery on the camera so it doesn't die on us. Okay chat, so we are now on a full camera battery, and so first things first is to get the side with the throttle on first. So was it brake first? So it's the console first, and then brake first, and then brake second, and then throttle last. Push this back like so. All right, and then we have to bring this in a little bit more closer, right, like around here. Then now we can put in this, which is console first, brake second, and bam, that's it. Now, before we do anything, we gotta put on this thing right here, which goes with the throttle. Now let's push this a little bit more in so we can have more space to fit in the new grips. Might need to loosen this thing a little bit more, the console, even smaller. Is the throttle cable good as is? I think it is, right? Now let's see. I'm gonna need to push this in a little bit more inward. A little bit more still. All right, right around here, and then tighten in the new grip. I could get some orange like ends for this, but the orange ends cost $10, which is a little bit ridiculous for this little piece here. I couldn't find any short ones with the orange ends, so we're gonna keep the red ones for now. Let's see. Bruh. Turn down one end, and then the other end, just like so. Very sturdy. Nice, nice, nice. And now we gotta tighten in the, what's it called? The throttle. Let me just make sure that it's angled at a good angle. Is this good? I think it's good this way. So bam. Oh, I got the big one. I'm dumb. No wonder it wasn't doing anything. Am I even doing anything? Nah, this is too small, so I had the right one. I'm selling today, bro. I'm making this video longer than it should be. Alright, throttle seems to be working as it should. Alright, and now for the brakes. We'll do the brakes and then the console later. Let me get this closer. Right. Like so. Make sure they're not too high up either. A little bit down. Nice, nice. Solid, solid, solid. And now for this end, push this all the way in, and then this one, and then the new grip, which I put somewhere. What the heck is the new one? Oh, right here. Looks like I might have to unscrew this a little bit. It's good that these come pre-applied with Loctite. Then let me just open this up to see if that would even fit the ends of this handlebar. Let's see. Not really sure on how these work, so I guess I just push it all the way in. Freak. Let's try on this empty one. Do I just tighten it up? Hold on. This is my first time using something like this, so. Oh my gosh. I really have no idea how this thing even works. I'm gonna be honest. Doesn't fit inside the tube here. Maybe the tube is not wide enough for it, or I should be using more force. Maybe I should be using more force. Hold on. technical difficulties. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'll figure it out soon enough, but in the meantime, let's just screw in everything else, like the grip on this side right there, and then move on to the rest of the stuff so I can finally get this over with. So bam, tighten this right here. And then wait, hold on, untighten it a little bit like so, because we want this to be as flush as possible. I don't want the tube to be sticking out. Now this is done, and then now we screw in the brakes, the brake lever. I like to start from the bottom because that's what decides the direction of where the brakes face. So bottom done, and now top like so. Alright, now that's good. Now this is the light, last thing left, the light console right here. Too big. All right, now that's done. And now I wonder what happens if I press this button to turn on the scooter, because the display is not yet hooked up to the cables. So what would happen? I don't want to fuck around and find out. So let's connect the display now to make sure that everything's working as intended. That's one. This is very foolproof. You just match it to the one that fits. Bam. And then the last one. Bam. All right, let's test it out. Let's go. It works. So let's go. Everything works. Let's test the throttle. Yep, that works too. Now let's turn this thing off so we can continue doing the work. Look at all this space we've got here to add more stuff. All right. These are sticking up because once you lift this, oh, we gotta put in the display, most important, so that it doesn't fly off as we're riding the scooter. So did we have any washers for these? Nah, just the screws. All right, that's one. And now for the other. It's really just redoing what we did earlier, but in reverse steps. I may have run into some technical difficulties with the one on this side here. Oh my goodness, bruh. So this one fit. Let's switch out the screws, see if that does anything. This is taking way longer than I expected. And these cables are getting in the way of my work here. Finally. All right, now we just have to tighten these all the way in so that there's no movement at all. And we might as well raise the stem too. To around here. Wait, there is one more, which is all the way here practically. Nah, I don't think we need to have it up all the way here. Not gonna lie. Yeah. So now that it's fully up, the cables are not too cramped and blocking the way. Alrighty, one last push. This one's almost fully tightened up right now. Now for this one, alright, this is enough. I don't want to over tighten them. I could also use these chains to tighten the screen here to stop it from moving and lock it in place. I don't think it's possible, like no matter how hard I screw in the sides here, they look like they're already fully screwed into the max, and the scooter screen can just freely rotate still despite that. So we've put on everything, including the handlebar, and now we just have to put on these right here, which should be pretty easy, plug and play. so something. Ooh, looks like I have to lower the brakes some more because the cable is in the way. Hold on. I'll just keep the brakes loose for now so we can have more area to work with. All right, so this and that. Let's see now. Bam. Wait, I think I got the wrong one. Yep, now we got it. So something like this is gonna be the final result, but how does this work exactly? Ooh, okay, I see it now. So all I have to do is screw in these pieces together with the screws that they provided generously here. They provided multiple different size ones, so that's good. We've got all kinds of screws, sizes with different washers. There's no instructions at all, so you have to figure this out on your own. A manual would be helpful, but not really necessary. I'm guessing we will need a washer because there is a washer for each screw here provided. Now, does each side get a washer or just one? I'm not sure. Alright, so it's 2 screws per side, right? So bam, bam, something like this. Yep. Okay, so let's, how did I put it on again? All right. This is not going around the handlebar, this part here. It's not like snug. Okay. Ooh. Okay, looks like I just have to apply some force to it for it to work properly. Okay, so hold on, let me see what the final product looked like on his scooter. One sec. Alright, you guys, a little update. We did a lot of things off camera. As you can see, these are now mounted, including this, as well as everything that was on the handlebars. So let me show you guys what it looks like in the front. As you can see here, this is dangling because the pieces are a little bit short, so they wouldn't hook onto the thicker part of the handlebar here, and so I had to unhook this, put this in. So now this is also too small to hook into the meaty parts of the handlebar, so it's just dangling for now. I think what I'm gonna do is tape this or zip tie it or something, because this is I never really use this because the same buttons can be found here. Even though it's easier to just use your finger, the buttons on the main display are bigger. But check this out, guys. These look good. I don't know if they're fully tightened or if this is even how they should be installed, but I'm tired, bro. I've been doing this for like 3 hours figuring this out. So what we did, we installed this, we installed the phone holder, installed the new handlebar, tightened everything. Put in the new grips as well. Before I go to school tonight, I'm gonna put this on a stand and check that this is working properly as intended. And then the last thing we gotta do now is put these here on the rear wheel. And I figured something out, guys. So this is too big to fit in, but it does fit on the old handlebars, but it's too loose. So probably gonna return this since they fit on the old ones, but excuse me, bless me, I mean, but they don't fit on this one at all because they're too big. So probably gonna return these. And then so the only thing to do is install this right here and secure this, or just leave it dangling. No, I can't leave it dangling. What if like I hit something and it fucks it up? Yeah, man. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was very long, and as I'm speaking right now, I got an update saying that my package is on the way now. The controllers and motor, as well as the stuff that was missing from the package. So very exciting. Should be here on November 24th according to the FedEx estimates. So all right, guys, this is it for today's video. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the ride.